Hello, everyone. Welcome to Database Management Systems, week number 9 and 10. This is the lecture video, and I'm sharing with you the Blackboard week number 9 and 10 portion. Here's the usual list of objectives. Basically, what we're going to cover is SQL commands, which often is the perception what this course is about when students take this class. So this will be a fun, fruitful week for you. But we also need to know, as a byproduct of that, be able to create tables and relationships, which is a little bit of continuation from last week. Here's the instructional material for you. There's a lot in here because I wanted to give you everything that you need and maybe some of the resources. Here's a lesson plan posted for you. Here's the ERD assignment instruction how to do that. I kept the last term's lecture video, which will be updated as soon as I'm done with this lecture video. Here's a resource for PowerPoint. Here's a link to the Lucid chart that you will need for ERD assignment. And then a special note about the activity 5-5. So take a look at this note here, problem with the schema on step number 7 and 8 on page 82. How do I check this? So I made that for you. There is a typo on the activity 5-5. You need to change it. So here's a screenshot and exactly how it should look like. So this is sort of the halfway through the course, and I like you to. So anyway, before I get into it, so here's a list of the assignments. There are 3 of them here this week. First is I'd like you to begin to think about what you want to do for the class project. We still have a lot to learn before we are able to do it, but I want you to have an idea of what you want to do for the project. I will post up a sample project for you later on today or maybe this week for you to begin to think about it, what other people have done before to give you an idea. But basically what you're going to be doing is to create a database for a imaginary or a basic database system that you want to plan for, such as like maybe for your small business. Maybe you want to keep track of the customer inventory or what have you. So take a look at that. And it doesn't have to be fixed. It could be, you could change it anytime you like, but I like you to just begin to think about it, all right? And then for the lab activities, I'd like you to do the lab-4-4 on creating a new tables and relationships on page 138. And because this is the SQL, sort of the highlight of what people are looking for, I'm assigning all of the 5 lab activities from the MCSA book. I'm also assigning you the ERD assignment, and so I gave you a detailed instruction on how to do that. So that those are what's in store for this week. And as soon as I open this up, this should be due in 2 weeks, which is April 3rd. Okay, so let me go over, download the week number 9 and 10 and kind of go over that with you briefly. So I already downloaded. Let me make it a little bit bigger so you can see a little bit better maybe. And so here's the some comments. So you've been pretty much busy with installing and setting up a platform for us to use. We've done everything. We installed the virtual box, installed the operating system, SQL Server, and AdventureWorks. And so there's no more installation for you to do. And so we're just now ready to actually practice and exercise and get in on the activities. So let me pause here for a second. So there are some resources here for you. I'm not assigning any Zybook activities because we'll be doing the same thing using the MCSA lab activities. But there is a Zybook chapter 4 that talks about and take you through some activities on SQL. So let me kind of show that to you real quick. So here's the chapter 4 from Zybook, and there's introduction to SQL and stuff like that. So this is a very general, and you're certainly welcome to do that as a for your own benefit. And then there's a W3 school, so you can go there, and there's an online platform that you can use as well. But basically, we're going to go through the MCSA lab activities, chapter 4 and 5. I mentioned to you already about a discussion we're posting for a project idea. You can do like a real estate business, personal budgeting, and stuff like that. So give it a little thought and post it and see what other people are thinking about. So here's some detailed notes about lab activities that I'm assigning. So here's a 4-4 on creating new tables and relationships. Should be pretty straightforward. And all of the activities from 5-1 through 5-5. And so there's no comma typo, 2 typos that I mentioned here for you to take a look at them. And here's another typo on 5-5, so it should be changed from this one to this one, but otherwise should be working just fine. Here's a lab assignment for how to create an ERD, and there is a separate document that I'd like you to take a look, which is posted up for you here. This guy right here, let me see if I have already downloaded. So if you click on that, so this is the document right here. You may need to sign up, but you don't have to pay for anything. So basically what I'm asking you to do is to create this diagram using the ERD, and here are steps on how to do that and how to export the configuration, and then you can test it out in the SQL Fiddle, and you can also test out in the SQL Server, and when you get to the actually successful, and then take a screenshot of it and then submit it. All right. There's also a video on how to do that. Let's see. Maybe not. Maybe I'll demo that and do the lecture video on, demo video on how to do the ERD later. But this is a quick overview on what's in store for us, and I'll update as I mentioned before, the lecture video shortly after this. So I think that's pretty much it. So hope you all stay safe and well, and looking forward to receiving your work. And as always, if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. All right, take it easy. Take care. Bye-bye.